you guys have a better idea on how PechaKucha works? 20 slides, 20 seconds, rapid fire, don't lose interest.
And get some photos with the stormtroopers later.
Okay, I'm not here to kind of give all of us a science lecture because we don't want that on Wednesday night, but I'm really here to kind of share with you a little bit of my personal journey as an entrepreneur, as a technopreneur in the space of digital economy. Now, all of us and some of us might know a little bit of digital economy. I'm just going to quote you some big numbers I've learned from some books I read recently. So 6 companies out there are responsible to move $1 trillion of wealth. 6 internet companies that we are familiar with is doing that right now. If you look at the space that's outside of that in Asia Pacific, $2 trillion of GDP is contributed by IT companies. So we all know, and any bankers in the room and financial services guys? No VC guys? Okay, none? Okay, now we can talk about them. So these guys are responsible to put a whole lot of money there, all right? It's 48 billion obscene dollars that's responsible to fuel all these companies that we know of. And what about startups? Any of you guys out there are startups and entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs? You know what? One, okay, you're not the only one. Just remember that you have 49,999,000 other that's out there together with you, okay? So in the US alone, we've got about 137,000 that's been created. In Singapore, it's about 2,000, thereabout. So this is a massive explosion because we're seeing this with consumers. All of us have smart devices on our wrists, smartphones in our pockets, in our handbags. Things that are around us. iBeacons, as in this bar, is connecting all of us and is really pushing us and also creating wealth out there. So what does this really mean for us, and what is the opportunity that I see? So this is the vision that I have. I was thinking, hey, what if we could do something? What if we could connect all of this explosive energy and forces and trends with the people who are actually responsible for them? What if we could put 2 of this together? This would potentially mean it's something that's really powerful. It's 200 million potential tech-loving fans out there, together with 50 million startups and inventors and innovators coming together in one common destination, and that is TechStorm. So I have a mission and a vision to set off to say, hey, we want to create the next generation of technology rock stars. So you're not going to get so-called Wi-Fi's or autographs from Madonna, but you're going to go out there and say, hey, there's Mark Zuckerberg. Can we get a Wi-Fi, right? So that's really the generation we're talking about, and this is exactly what we want to do. So we want to bring everyone together, one common destination, we want to amplify them, and we want to be able to democratize the information that's going out to us. So what or who are responsible to kind of give me some inspiration, because I need an inspiration as well. So how many of us know who is this guy that's here? Good. Okay, so I think all of us in this room knows that he is a billionaire. He's a self-made billionaire who cannot code. And he was rejected from Stanford for 10 times. He failed his university entrance exam 3 times. So he's one of the guys who really inspired me. He's made $157 billion in terms of wealth and value. The next guy that we have on the screen is actually the co-founder of Kickstarter. Co-founder of Kickstarter here is Charles Adler. He, again, cannot code, and he's a musician by training, and yet they are responsible for $1.9 billion of project value on Kickstarter today. So the common factor that I've seen as a individual, as an entrepreneur, is that all of these examples and icons and inspirations have commonalities and common denominators. They have social impact, there's depth and geography, and there's also wealth creations. So I started my personal journey likened to climbing a Mount Everest, or probably a closer mountain here in Asia would be probably Kota Kinabalu, but I've not tried that. It is a very, very challenging journey for me to kind of go through that, to be able to kind of materialize the concept, how to get the concept from ideation stage into materializing it into a real product with real market, with real value. Couple challenges I'm going to share with you. I think one is obviously I'm a woman, as you can tell. All right, so that's really a problem because in the industry of technology, I am 2 out of the 10 that's actually in the business. So I'm only 20% of the population is a minority, and I cannot code, just like Jack Ma. As all of us know, when life throws you a curveball, usually that's a tough one. And the toughest I face as an entrepreneur is when I actually have to go into a medical procedure. It kind of throw me off the track. I was kind of in the sort of bad shape, literally in a wheelchair for 6 months. So I had to kind of make a decision. Hey, what do I want to do? Where's the light? I'm not able to kind of get a company up and going. I'm not feeling too good about it. So it was really the darkest point in my life to be able, during the process and the journey of me being starting up TechStorm. So basically, my rule of thumb is very simple. I feel that fear is really a choice. It is not a status quo. It can be changed. I have two choices to make. I can choose to stay down, or I can choose to get up, and I choose to have the second one because the battle is not over until I decide to stay down. So what I did is I got back up after the 6 months. I'm able to kind of overcome the challenges. I've got a new team together. I've got a new sort of set of investors together. We're able to kind of get the proof of concept, to get a company forward, to get a proof of value going. But there's still hurdles and challenges because it is a tough market. It is a hugely competitive market in a sort of ecosystem that is highly, highly challenging. And we're starting something that's really a massive global movement here, right out of Singapore. So for me, as an entrepreneur, the first thing I always believe is that get over the hurdles and I can celebrate and I can open my champagne later. So I've done that, and I've done that for the last 24 months. I think I feel like a mountaineer, even though I've never climbed a mountain. I have to tell you that. That's my confession. But this is how I feel. And really on this note, I'm going to wrap up the last two slides. I'm just waiting for it to kind of switch over. Switch over. Okay, great. So I'm going to wrap up the last two slides. I mean, my final sign-off message here is script your own journey. I think all of us are responsible to do that. We decide what we want to do. It's a choice that we have to make. And image, switch over. So that's the last slide I'm going to end off. Okay, great. So as you can see, I started with sort of a science introduction. I'm going to wrap it up with the same on the same tangent. So here we believe that all of us can create something amazing and incredible. So please stay in touch with me. As you can see, Earth is here. We're really, really tiny, but we can do something pretty amazing together. Thank you.